So let's go back to it again. Whether you're a white collar, blue collar, whatever it is, doesn't really matter your position. But how does one effectively, once they've come to that conclusion that this is not where I'm supposed to be, I want so much more, but I don't know how. Help me walk through that process.
That's a great description of what happens. The way that I phrase it to guys, and usually when I use this phrase, guys will kind of resonate and nod their heads. I believe that in life, you're either on path or you're off path. And everyone has their own path. Everyone has their own way. Everyone has their own Tao. But when you're not on it, you kind of know something's missing.
Yeah.
And it's intangible and it's fleeting and it's hard to tell. And that's when we start to medicate ourselves or distract ourselves with alcohol or drugs or TV or whatever it happens to be, because there's this gnawing, nagging sensation that we're not doing what we're supposed to be doing. It's not a sharp pain. That would make it easier. It's just a gnawing, dull sensation. So when you're on path, the question you're really asking is, how do you begin to get on path? And I really break personal change and life change down into three very simple steps. The first step is called clarity, because without clarity, without being ritually, brutally honest with yourself about where you are right now in life, what's going on that you're not happy with, that you're not feeling, that you're not vibing with, and getting really realistic with the fact that whatever's happening in your life, you made it happen. You created it. It's your responsibility, which is a beautiful position to operate from, because now we're in control again. We're not blaming our parents. We're not blaming our DNA or our genetics or society. It's us. Step one to manhood is it's all your responsibility, whatever's happening. So we have this step of clarity, which really involves figuring out where you're at and truly what do you want. Taking the current situation and the current oppression that you're experiencing in your life completely off the table, and creating a vision of, without all the shit I'm going through right now, what do I really want?
Yeah.
You have to take it off the table, because if you don't take it off the table, your vision is colored by your current reality, and you'll never really be able to think big. So we have to be able to do that. Clarity. The next step is strategy. So once you know where you're at, A, and where you want to get to, Z, you got to figure out the strategy to make that movement. And then C, as we all know, the part which is difficult for a lot of people, action. You got to implement the strategy. And that's the whole part. If you miss one step, you will never get back on path. If you miss clarity and you jump straight into action, you'll make a mess for a while, you'll maybe change some stuff, but you'll never get back on path. And that's the example you use. The guy just jumps straight into the gym because he knows that a part of being on path is he's not feeling good about his body, and he'll make some improvements, but he doesn't have the big picture, so it's hard to continue once you have that initial gain, and guys drift back to where they were. Clarity, strategy, action.
So I'll give you I don't often share this. Most folks probably see this most folks probably don't know this. So there was a point in my life, right? Married, got 2 kids. Life is on the outside looking in, everything was good, right? We got the big house, we got the multiple cars, I got the job that I thought I always wanted. Couldn't be better. But internally, right, I got a problem with one of my children. My daughter, for instance, she was a very strong-willed child, and I love that about her. But at 18, I had not a slap in the face, but a 2x4 to the head. Her 18th birthday, she left our house with 6 grocery bags of clothes to go move in with her boyfriend at the time. And here's the thing, my wife, not that she hadn't been nagging me, but my wife was telling me, look, she needs to find the love in you from a dad, and if she doesn't, she's going to go somewhere else. In the back of my mind was, listen, I'm the dad, I'm the provider, the protector, the fixer of all things broken. I rule, it's my way or the highway. Well, guess what? My kid chose the highway, and at that moment, oh my gosh, I was broken. Literally broken on my knees. What did I do, right? And I'll just sum it up this way. That whole experience changed who I am, because, man, I know the pain that I experienced, and I didn't want any other man to have to go through that, especially thinking about his kid, looking at him like, I never found the love that you were offering. So here's the thing. I took that as a real wake-up call, and that, look, if I see anything else going on out there, whether it's a man not being a good dad to his daughter or his son, or a good husband to his wife, or just whatever the role is, my responsibility, if I see it, is not to beat somebody up, but to call them on it, to challenge them on their position. Because I would rather, let's say you and I have a friendship, right? And I see you starting to do something and I call you on it. And you get pissed off on it and I still call you on it. Maybe we even separate our friendship. But if the result of us losing friendship is that you course correct, as you say, get back on path, then I think that's successful for all of us. Because I would rather you and I lose our friendship than to become another statistic in the proverbial kid that takes off and does their own thing. Hey Linda, what's that term called? Oh, the prodigal child. Yeah,
Yes.
right. If I can help to help you not have a prodigal child, if I can help you to not lose your marriage due to whatever's going on, you know what? I'd be more than happy to do that. I had a friend of mine once that we had this little book reading thing we were doing every Saturday morning. A group of men come over to his house. He pulls me aside, and the gist of the conversation was, "Hey, I think my friend is cheating on his wife." I'm like, "Well, hell, we got to get in the car and go over there." "Oh, no. I don't want to offend him." I about lost my shit right there because I'm like, wait a minute. You would rather not offend him and maintain your friendship and tell him that what he's doing is okay? You're not thinking about his kids, his wife, his brothers and sisters, his wife's brothers and sisters, the parents, co-workers, the neighbors. I mean, this is a big deal. It's much bigger than your selfishness was allowing you to think about. So again, this is why when I knew our paths crossed, that you were one of those guys that are going to tell it like it is, hold accountable. You know what? You're not there to hold my hand. I still got to make a decision to say, yes, I understand what you're telling me, and I buy into that. So let's fix this thing, because a lot of guys won't do that. But again, here we are. Whether you're, you own your own business or you're wrenching on cars, it doesn't matter. You wake up one day realizing that I'm not where I'm supposed to be. I want so much more. I was meant for so much more. I mean, the way I look at it, some people say I sound egotistical, but I do believe that I have been fearfully and wonderfully made. People are waiting for me to show up to help them, as I was waiting for you to show up to help me, right? And how many other people are out there waiting?